what types of things should authors be posting with the new text option on TikTok? So TikTok is a brand new text option that allows you to write text. There's no photos, there's no videos, it's just text on screen. You can add your music, you can add stickers, you can do some things with it. And it is in response to Twitter, to Instagram Threads, to all of those new text-based type social media platforms. Authors and entrepreneurs should be trying to leverage this a little bit. We'll see how long it lasts. I don't predict it lasts super long. You guys have seen what happens when TikTok tries to mimic some of the other social platforms. It usually doesn't last too terribly long for them, but they're working on it right now. And so they are giving us the ability to use text. So what should we be using as authors? This is a great opportunity for us to be posting information on, tips that we're giving to other people. So if you're an established author with over 3 books out in the world, that you have established credentials in this, not just a one-time, I wrote a book, here's what worked for me, because it could be an accident. So it's an established track record. You're giving tips and tricks to help other writers. You can be giving, and this is a great one, any author can be using this to say, if you like these things, X, Y, and Z, you will like my book, because you can talk about the behind the scenes of your book. You can give character descriptions. You can be doing tropes in my book. You can be doing all sorts of things that will allow you to kind of show off your books and what you are doing inside of your books and who is going to like to read your books. So you're speaking specifically to your readers here, mostly. And you are going to want to give them information about your books. You don't want to go too text heavy, because remember, TikTok is not a place for text. People do not stop to read text. And so it's a very, very low investment. If you are going to have something with text, it has to be big, it has to be bold, it has to be easy for them to consume and then move on, because nobody's going to read a novel-sized post in the text version of TikTok, because it's simply not going to be where people are going to spend their time. They have the opportunity to scroll on and find something more interesting than text. So keep it minimal. If you want to do like a one-off quote from your book, like a one-line quote, that could work for you. It's definitely worth a shot and worth trying it, but it is definitely not something that you should be spending a ton of time on, because for the most part, we're not going to see a ton of this continue to go out. They're going to push their new feature for a while. However, they are maybe not going to have it live very long on the platform, because it's just not a place made for text. People are not here for text posts. And so you got to be very, very wise and strategic about how you do this. So do it maybe twice a week, but I wouldn't do it too terribly much, because people aren't going to stop. You can test this out in your stories rather than on your main feed, just to see how it works for you. But you have to keep in mind that stories are only going to last for 24 hours. Anything in your posts is going to last forever unless you take it down. So stories is a great place to test things out, see what works with your community, what resonates with your community. It's also a really good opportunity for you to do polls. So you can use poll stickers in here. You can ask a question with a bit more depth inside of the text, and then you have the ability to have the poll there and have people vote. So this is great for, should my next book cover be a stylized font, or should it have a model on it? You can ask a question on, should my next book be male point of view or female point of view? Should I have a love triangle in my next book? What was your favorite thing about the book I just wrote, this or that? So you're doing polls, you're doing the engagement features. Focusing on engagement features is going to be very helpful for creating your text posts on TikTok, because it gives people something to do. So again, avoid text-heavy text posts, because if it's long, if it looks wordy, people aren't going to stop. Highlight reel type things, engagement type things will help, and then test it out in your stories to see what's going to work best for you. Then, once you understand how it works a little bit better, then you can put it in your main feed. And if you're going to put things in your main feed, then I would say maybe twice a week. If you're going to do it in your stories, you can do it more, obviously, but you want to keep it kind of balanced on your platform, because if you are putting out too much text, people are not going to stick around for the rest of your content. You don't want to wreck the rest of your content simply because you were busy playing with your text feature, and we'll see how long they push that content out for.